we finally have some news on the next Cyberpunk 2077 patch, creatively named 2.02, and it looks promising enough. I want to keep my expectations low this time around, and if you've seen my 2.01 video, you know why. But I am also a stooge and expect this update to be the Bugatti in my otherwise desolate parking lot of a life. And maybe, just maybe, it will cure my dog's cyberpsychosis. Anyway, we don't have the patch yet, but we do have the patch notes. Though this is actually shorter than I would have liked, but I think what CDPR posted on their website is only the highlights, and the full patch will have more stuff to fix. Now let's dive into it. V no longer flatlines in Path of Glory when entering the AV, shutters to Black Sapphire and Run This Town are fixed, Cyberware will not get downgraded after updating the game to 2.0, skill passives are now fixed and work properly, and the courier missions had their timers rebalanced. I think the most requested change is the courier mission timer rebalance because a lot of people complained on forums and such that the timers are unfair, unfun, and often impossible. I think the timers are actually challenging enough to push your skill during the car deliveries without being too unfair, at least most of the time, but I also think that they weren't properly balanced since sometimes they are flat out impossible. So overall, this is a nice change. Another welcome change is the game-stopping bug in Path of Glory, which I reported in my previous video, is now fixed. And if so, you should be able to finish that mission properly and end the game. I've also seen some workarounds posted for this bug, so hopefully that it is fixed now and is working as intended. We will not be needing to search Reddit or Steam for a proper solution. There is also a website claiming that one of the features added in 2.02 is the ability to mark one of your cars as a favorite, or maybe multiple cars, but basically mark cars as a favorite so that you have an easier time calling them out from the menu. Now, I don't see this on the official CDPR website, so I don't know how accurate that is and if we'll see that in 2.02, but that's what the website claims. Chrome not being downgraded is fine too. It wasn't too game breaking, but it was annoying. Skill passes I think worked for me pretty much all the time, but I could be crazy and it was all just placebo and copium. Either way, I like that CDPR is still fixing the game and making it better. I know that they have the manpower dedicated to fixing issues in Phantom Liberty, given that they're actively collecting bug reports for it, so I expect they will improve the game for the next few months. And while I don't think that 2.02 is the final patch for 2077, I do think that the game's run is coming to an end by the end of the year. We may see a few more patches, but I do not anticipate this game being supported far into 2024. This is where mods will be our Cyberpunk salvation, the neo-biblical cyber Jesus that we need. And I would like to get into modding the game once longer-term patches are in place and the mods are caught up. With 2.0, many mods broke and don't work properly anymore, including some of my favorites, like the enemy spawner. Luckily, a lot of the most popular mods were updated already to provide support, including CyberEngine tweaks. If you're on PC and you want to spawn some gear, test things out or whatever, CyberEngine tweaks has you covered. As for other mods, a lot of them are still broken, outdated, and or made obsolete with changes in 2.0. I am also curious to see what Cyberpunk 2077 will be like on the big screen, whether it's actually a movie in a theater or maybe some kind of a television series. I'm just glad that CDPR is still working on the franchise and that we'll get more Cyberpunk 2077 content, like Project Orion, which is, I guess, the sequel to the game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what this television thing is going to be about, because we did have Edgerunners, which was excellent, but Edgerunners was an anime and a lot of it was basically left to a Japanese studio to determine, so like they had a lot of free reign. So it remains to be seen how this will translate to like a movie with like live action characters and such. So yeah, cautiously optimistic about that, and I do want to see more information pop up about this project. In some other CDPR news, some of their employees recently unionized after a wave of layoffs that canned 100 people. CDPR is taking it well enough, though they do say they already have a team called Red Team Representatives, or RTR, which is democratically elected and represents all CDPR employees. The improvements in work time, crunch decompression, and other quality of life fixes for the company are supposedly the result of cooperating with RTR in the last 2 years. Now, layoffs are nothing new for companies the size of CDPR, and if you're looking at their spending, CDPR sunk $120 million into developing Phantom Liberty and the 2.0 update, $80 million and $40 million respectively. That is not chump change, and their net income in 2021 was just over $200 million. So you gotta cut corners somewhere. That's just capitalism for you. That's about all I had to say about 2077. I'm happy to see that I have over 250 subs now. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Expect more content, both Cyberpunk related and other stuff, and I do try to upload at least twice a week. I've also corrected an issue I had with uploads being in 24 FPS, as pointed out by HaloDude557, which was caused by DaVinci Resolve baking the video in the wrong oven. This video and future content will be in crisp 60 FPS or something like that, with better encoding and things of that nature. I'm still learning as I go along and improving the overall video experience for y'all because I love you. That's it for this video though, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.